Hey team, step 6, here we are, setting goals, all about goals. I want, I love what people say, I want to be a goal digger. Chris Besman, elite leader. Anton Neugebauer, elite leader. Did I do it right?
Got it.
Hey man, I was worried.
Practice makes
I was
perfect.
worried. Guys, how has goal setting, and when you're talking to the team here, I mean, it's somebody that is just studying these 8-step, this action plan. They're watching this on their phone, whether they're at a break at work, whether they're commuting, whether it be between classes or after work. Talk to them about how goal setting can affect their life and how it's affected your life and the importance of it.
Yeah, for sure. For me, it was really simple. You kind of think about if you were driving in a desert with nowhere to go, you wouldn't really know anything. You kind of just be following, looking at a bunch of sand. Now imagine paving that road before you kind of drove it. And that's kind of what goal setting has really done for me. I kind of had a road already pre-planned of where I was going to go, and it's the road that I continue to drive on today. And I keep paving ahead and ahead and ahead so that I always know exactly where I'm going. I'm never out in the middle of nowhere. I'm never lost, and I always know exactly where I'm headed.
Chris, that's an awesome analogy because it gives you some direction. It gives you direction, but it also gives you energy. And the energy behind this business can pay huge dividends. But Anton, when you're talking to that newest person about goal setting, how has that affected your life?
Yeah, I think Chris, hit the nail right on the head there, where he's talking about having a path to where you want to go. And I feel like it allows people to really set a lengthy goal for themselves. They say in the beginning you should expect bigger sooner. Some of my biggest mentors have told me to expect bigger results a lot sooner. So they say a goal is like a dream with a deadline. So your goal should be kind of lofty. You should have something that almost kind of scares you. And like Chris said, it allows you to have the opportunity to dream bigger than maybe you've dreamt before. Well,
you know what? The deadline is important. And one of our bonuses that we have is the frenzy bonus. And when you really stop and think about it, that has like a 24-second shot clock on it. The game of basketball is a lot more exciting when there's a time limit. If you just played until you got tired, it really wouldn't, nobody'd even come to watch. But you put a time limit on it, you put a 24-second shot clock on it, all of a sudden it gets some amazing energy behind it. And so the frenzy bonus, within a 7-day period, you need to enroll 3 people, either with an affiliate pack if you want to do a double frenzy bonus, or 2-pack. And to be able to, you get 1, you're going to start thinking, hey, I got a couple more days to get my other 2. You get 2, and you're going to stay awake until you get that 3rd one, because you get that extra frenzy bonus in there. And so, that's an example of what Anton was talking about having that deadline, having that goal. The 60-day window with the affiliate pack, that is important to be able to qualify, for the frenzy bonus, be able to qualify for the college or the car bonus, that 60-day window. Goals are just dreams unless you put a date on them. And what I always like to do is work backwards. We talked about this before, where you set your goal and your time limit, and then you work backwards so you can have measurable results. If you've got a 6-month goal or a 3-month goal or a 12-month goal, to be able to have that and then be able to track to make sure that you're on track. Because when they launch a rocket into space, they're doing course corrections all the way up. It's not just one straight shot. And so those working backwards and knowing where you need to be are the little course corrections. So if you're behind after the first rank advancement period, you got to pour it on a little bit more. And maybe you're going to get to your destination sooner. And so that's always important. But with goal setting, to be able to really sit down, it goes back to step 1, your dream, your why. It's important to set goals, but how important is it to set like achievable goals? You don't want to, be saying you're going to go Royal Ambassador, in your first 6 months in business. I mean, that's just not an achievable goal. But how important is it, Chris, to be able to set achievable goals, and then how does it feel when you reach them?
Of course, and really that goes back to one saying that I really love is you got to peak to peak. And when you kind of say it, doesn't really make sense, but when you spell it out, you got to P-E-A-K to P-E-E-K. You got to hit the top of one mountain to be able to see the next one. And really that's kind of one that I've always really liked. You think of bronze, right? You talked about going Royal Ambassador in 6 months. Well, I mean, frankly, it's not going to happen, but You want to go bronze, right? After you hit bronze, then okay, let's hit silver. You hit silver, great. Let's go to gold. You hit gold, all right. Time to hit diamond. And really, it's kind of thing. And going back to the road, you know, when you're going on a road trip, driving on a road, you have that end destination in mind. You have that destination in mind, and you have markers all the way there. And you know, you kind of see legend as the end destination in mind. You see legend down there. You know, in that road trip, you see it. You're visualizing that there, and it's really important to be able to visualize yourself there, or it's never going to happen. And you have all these markers on the way: bronze, silver, gold, diamond. And you got to hit each one to get to the next one.
So it's sort of our pin ranks have set goals for you. You just got to put the timetable in place.
Yeah. You got to put your timetable right on there. You got to set your calendar to our pin ranks.
Great stuff. Hey, any last words of wisdom for the team on goal setting?
Yeah, I love what you were just talking about, you know, it goes back to what Darren says about having a goal that's about setting a reasonable amount of progress in a reasonable amount of time. And having that depth of vision, thinking where you're going to be 12 months from now, allows you to create urgency in your business. That frenzy bonus gets you up on your feet fast and allows you to create urgency in your business. And people follow people who know where they're going. Leaders know where they're going. So if you want to be a leader in this business, set your goals high and work backwards from there. Have that depth of vision and don't focus on the numbers, focus on the vision, that long-term result, what Vemma is going to do for you, like you talked about, the why, the dreams.
I love it. Hey, any last words of wisdom for the team?
That's it. Let's go. Let's hit the goals.
Let's
get
go.
to work.
Let's go. Let's hit the goals. Coming up, step number 7. Coming up next.